High school video classes are popping up all over the country. Some of those classes are even letting students produce their own TV shows.
All right, take DV in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it. Stand by on camera 2. All right, we're taking anchors in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take anchors.
Good morning, VHS. I'm Haley.
And I'm Bailey. Thanks for joining us.
How cool is that? I graduated from Bemidji High School, where students in Mr. Hammett's advanced video class put on a weekly show called Lumberjack Live.
Lumberjack Live is a magazine-style show.
Kids just have like freedom to make features fun, serious, or there's like a list of certain features for sports activities that we have to have done.
The premise of our show is to highlight and broadcast things that are happening within our school.
Once a week, we put it on air. We let the whole school see.
You can watch it anywhere in the city. Anywhere that you get the service, you can watch it.
Almost every episode of Lumberjack Live features two hosts, a pair of students that essentially act as the faces of that week's show. If the show is good, people usually tend to associate that with the anchors. If it's bad, well, it's a two-way street.
Being the face of a new LJL show is really exciting, but at the same time, nobody sees how stressful it is behind the scenes.
Here's the plan is that you guys are gonna be working silently, and then we'll be like, well, that's our show, VHS. Tune in for next week when our set's actually done.
Being a good anchor, you know, you gotta talk loud. You can't be shy. That's what we're doing.
Is that really what you're doing?
Yeah. Barbie girl?
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Try to make it as funny or as fun as I can.
I don't want to look like some hobo on a camera. I gotta look decent.
If you do poorly on a test, you can keep that to yourself. If you do poorly on a broadcast, everyone knows about it.
Nobody wants to embarrass themselves on camera, but sometimes it happens. You go in thinking you've got this, but then maybe the lights hit you. Or the cameraman gives you the heebie-jeebies. I'm your boogie man. That's right. And you freak the freak out. Okay, maybe it's not that extreme, but hosting a show isn't for everybody. Especially not if it's a show that's being broadcasted to 1,400 of your peers and countless community members. For some students, being on camera isn't even a problem. Seeing themselves on camera is.
When I'm anchoring for Lumberjack Live or I'm on a video, I try to watch it in the comments so I don't have people all over surrounding me and watching me.
Good morning, VHS. I'm Bailey.
And I'm Mitch.
There will be a student meeting on Tuesday, Bailey! At 7:30 a.m. in the student council room. All student council members are required to attend. If I'm the one hosting, I'll be on my phone like la 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 la.
I get really red in the face when I see myself on TV.
I can be in front of the camera. I hate watching myself on camera.
Well, that was our show for you, VHS.
Next week, we'll tune in and we're gonna have this place all constructioned up and it's gonna be awesome.
So that's that.
That's that!
After a good show of LJL, you can definitely say that we feel a little sigh of relief.
It's very cool knowing that your class, you're like basically your teammates. Kind of essentially you come together as a family to produce that one nice show. How'd that go, boys?
There's that pressure building up to it, and then when it finally comes together, it's like breathe out, you're fine, awesome.
I'm like, yeah. You know, I walk around school, teachers are like, oh, Natalie, how was it? After a bad show, especially if it's boring, I'm just like, oh gosh.
Why did we air that?
You can definitely say we're disappointed.
You know that you gotta buckle down and do your best to get back up.
Part of being on TV is you don't know whether something's going to be a success or not until you do it.
Well, that was our show for you, VHS. Next week, tune in and we're gonna have this place all constructioned up.
Somebody check Twitter!
One tweet. Best Lumberjack Live ever. Smiley face!
Whenever you take the time to make something and put it out there for others to see, you're essentially putting a kick-me sign on your back and wearing Crocs for extra measure.
There's always students that will give it negative feedback regardless of how well it goes.
To the haters of the video class of Lumberjack Live, I kind of want to slap them upside the head.
Sometimes I want to smack them.
The worst thing that I've heard about the show is probably that it's not as funny as it used to be.
It's not funny anymore.
That's the one thing I hear, that it's not funny anymore.
When I get negative feedback, I find it really hard for me to feel proud of my work.
You will get negative criticism no matter what you do, no matter how good you are.
At a certain point, it just starts to feel really personal.
I made this to represent my hopes and dreams.
I always just take it and have it be my motivator at the end of the day.
No way you're gonna please everybody.
I don't believe that saying. That's saying you can please anyone that you want.
There was a point where I'm like, I want everybody to like me. I want everybody to like my videos.
We rely on each other and the strength of our class to say, you know what, we've produced a good show.
There's always going to be critics out there, especially on the cyber web.
Critics are everywhere, and they will criticize you. But if you spend all your time focusing on critics, you might end up ignoring the people who actually enjoy what you do.
Even though there's that one kid that doesn't like it, there's 9 kids that do.
I don't think it deserves criticism because I know it's probably pretty hard to do the videos.
I just think they work hard and they do a good job. We work hard and I think they realize that, and that's awesome.
This year is probably one of the best years LJL's had in a while.
It's gotten really good.
I like how they showcase how everyone is doing something well and how everyone is practicing hard, and that's what BHS is.
There is that amount of kids that love watching it and they wait for Lumberjack Live every week.
I think it's a great show. It's the highlight of my homeroom.
When it comes to creating things, I believe that it really only matters if you like what you make. Because no matter how hard you work on something, no matter how much time you spend on it, how many nights you lie awake hoping that people will love it, somebody's gonna hate it. And I like to think that the time I spent working on Lumberjack Live helped me learn to just accept that and keep being awesome.
That was good. Somebody spent probably a lot of time on that.
That sucked.